Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is NXT, one night before things happen where some pay-per-view takes place in maybe a country somewhere. We are in a university though, living the uni life for NXT, and tonight is actually a bit of a big night because, things are happening in the aspect of that we're going to get closer to crowning a new number one contender for Chris Sabin's NXT Championship. But as it gets ready, I have to ask JDL, can you handle this?
I cannot handle this.
Are you ready for this, though?
I am not ready for this.
No, that explains why you can't handle this.
This is, ProJaked University, only time you're going to be able to see this guy wrestling right now.
Look at him. Can you handle this? That's why you ask. That's why we ask. Can you handle him actually wrestling for us?
Exactly.
What an exclusive deal he signed.
Yep.
Woo, right, you know which one's taking on them?
Who's he taking on?
Your best friend on NXT.
God, wait. I have two best friends on NXT.
Oh, do you?
Well, my brother's still here.
Yeah, but he's your brother. He can't be your best friend.
Well, he's still the sarcastic best friend.
Well, your other best friends.
Oh, great. Alright, well, I quit.
Well, that lasted a while.
I quit. I'm out of here.
Alright, well,
Rich Swann, I need you to actually win a match.
Hey, you won last week. How dare you be so disrespectful to him?
Exactly. I need you to win this match.
Oh, okay.
And stop this reigning dude. Stop him from being able to reign stuff.
I was about to say, he's not Roman Reigns.
This just in, Roman Reigns now going to find a new tag team partner. It's going to be Okada. They're going to be known as the Roman Reigns Maker.
No, it's going to be the Rainmakers, but Reign spelled R-E-I-G-N.
It's going to be the Reigns Maker.
Yeah! They just make a bunch of Roman Reigns-is.
And instead of it raining down coins or whatever it's raining down right now, it's going to be raining down nothing but shit.
Well, there you go. I was going to say Superman punches, but that works as well.
Yes.
So, your best friend, despite the fact he's actually got some talent going for him, as he demonstrated last week by beating the Macho Man Randy Savage, and the fact that he's in this little mini tournament to help determine the number one contender for the NXT Championship.
I don't care what he's done. The fact that he lost to my brother on Velocity just automatically means that he's never going to be good in my eyes.
So if they had a rematch and if he won, would it change your opinion?
No, because he'd have to win 2 matches. He'd have to be able to have the advantage.
We can set that up, but if he wins, you'll start liking him.
Yes.
Alright.
Don't you know how that works, however? I automatically dislike anybody who loses to my brother, and then automatically like anybody who beats my brother. That's why I became a huge Brock Lesnar fan for a while.
So you still don't like my brother?
No.
Alright, that's fair.
Your brother is currently hanging out in a retirement home. He hasn't done anything.
Retirement home. He just doesn't know where the university is. He doesn't know what a university is.
Well, seeing as how you're his brother, you should be able to tell him where it is.
I'm a busy man.
So? I'm a busy man too, and my brother I still tell my brother to show up occasionally to stuff.
Why?
It's been a while, but
it hasn't been for about 5 years.
Because I want to see him lose. That's why.
You know what? That's a fair point.
Arbar.
That's right. Okay, so would you like to know the other match taking place?
As long as it doesn't involve this guy, then I'm okay with it.
Well, obviously no. He's already wrestling.
I mean, he could be wrestling twice in one night. That's what AJ Styles will be doing tomorrow night.
The other 2 matches are him against JBL.
There you go. See, we're set.
But no, the other 2 matches of the night are the other part of this tournament, with Apollo Crews taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Apollo Crews?
Yes, Apollo Crews. And the main event, it's going to be the Macho Man Randy Savage taking on Chris Sabin. Ooh. One of the main feuds.
That temporary rivalry.
Yeah, one of the main little rivalries that helped kick off NXT. And now they're going to be resuming that.
That helped take this from a joke brand that we were hoping to be making fun of all the time to an actual serious brand.
Yes, that people apparently like. But look, it's producing talent like Rich Swann and Apollo Crews, so
Can you handle this?
Exactly.
I mean, to be fair, Rich Swann probably could have had some success on one of the main roster shows. I mean, he could have been in a feature in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament.
But he
Or not
wouldn't
tournament, the
have
division.
had the level of publicity, if that makes, or the level of, I don't know what
You
I'm
never
trying to
know.
say. He wouldn't have
He
been
at some of the
featured
other
as
guys.
much.
How do you know
That's
that?
what I'm trying to say. I just don't think, that's the thing. That's why NXT's created, is to help that new talent break through, so that when they get onto the bigger stage, from a few hundred people here in NXT to thousands every week, they can deal with it and people know who they are.
Well, what about Roddy Strong?
Well, Roddy Strong was well known already, so we just kind of accepted that one.
Rich Swann is
And
well
that was the Four Horsemen's pick. Remember?
Rich Swann is well known. He's known as the guy who asks constantly if you can handle this.
But that's different between, can you handle this? That sounds like something, a torture victim, a torturer would say.
And Apollo Crews was known way before NXT. He was the guy on the Old Spice commercials.
No, we finished that last week. It came to an end. The different sizes.
Oh, okay. So never mind. So yeah, that's right. He was the guy who fought Rocky.
No, I don't know if he was that age when that film came out.
Well, I thought he was ageless.
Definitely not.
He just stays the same age for 20-some years or 30-some. I don't even know how long it's been since that movie come out. Probably even longer than that.
He's not Doctor Who. Sorry about that.
Dang. I thought that's how that worked.
Nope.
I thought smiling a lot caused you to not to grow old a lot slower.
Meanwhile, Okada punch spins him round. Rainmaker.
Boo!
1, 2. Corruption loses.
What the heck is that? Rich Swann.
Okada.
Remember
Okada
we were just talking about how Rich Swann finally had a chance on NXT to start getting some momentum going for him?
And he just got that. Well, this was Okada proving that he's not a nugget. And not a nugget who lost to JBL. He did lose to JBL. But he's trying to prove that he's better than that by the fact that he just destroyed Rich Swann in a few minutes.
Not only is he a nugget that lost to JBL, he's a nugget that lost to JBL and got kicked out of the Four Horsemen. Still the only person to be kicked out of the Four Horsemen.
But he's trying to prove it was a mistake. And, well, next week he could be number one contender for the NXT Championship. That's all I'm saying.
He could, but he probably won't be.
I mean, this is probably the one of the matches of the tournament in my mind. It's kind of like the number one contender against the number two contender.
I'm gonna have to get with the NXT booking committee. That is, of course, ECW or former WCW commissioner Mike Sanders.
I thought it was Randy Anderson, to be honest. You'd got me there.
No.
I know he was a referee. I know he was a referee, but I thought maybe his time had gone. Oh no, he's dead. Shit.
Yeah, it's former WCW commissioner Mike Sanders.
Mike Sanders? Who's Mike Sanders?
Ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. Mike Sanders. What about Mike Adamle?
No, we're never bringing him in this thing. We'd have to be incredibly desperate to do that. We'd have to go back down to like 2 subscribers in order to do that.
Hey, we were there before, we can do it again.
We can afford better talents now, like Mike Sanders.
What's the difference between the two?
Mike Sanders is somebody. And Mike Adamle does, and Mike Sanders doesn't screw up people's names on national television.
What about national television? Pay-per-view! Pay-per-view, I tell you!
He screwed up somebody's name on national television, too.
Oh my god!
By God, it's Austin! Better not screw up his name, otherwise he'll get stunned.
The chemistry room just got broken, beakers have been thrown everywhere, glasses shattering, here comes Stone Cold Steve Austin.
It's 3:16. Literally, it's 3:16 p.m.
Oh yeah, it is, how about that?
There you go.
Wow. Cash me aside, how about that? What, wait, 3:16 what? Like, is it PST, ESTs? HIV?
EST, because we're in Florida.
Okay, good. I'm just checking, that you got your watch tuned right.
Well, I mean, my watch is set to a different time zone, but I know the difference.
Right, okay, my watch says it currently tells me that it's 8:16 because, you know, I'm still always thinking of home.
There you go.
I'm gonna drink. I just realized I'm gonna drink.
Your watch is telling you that it's 5 o'clock somewhere and that you're drinking.
Exactly.
Look what this show has brought Zagorsko down to. He's drinking on the job.
No, I need a beverage. I need a beverage to keep my voice spiced up. We got a busy week ahead of us.
Well,
we
yeah,
got 5 shows.
That's what the beverage is. I'm revealing your secret. The beverage is alcoholic beverage.
Look, okay, we're on a university campus. I'm a responsible adult. Spoilers, I'm not an adult.
Are you trying to get with that blonde chick from that chemistry lab again?
She knows how to work a test tube.
There you
That's
go.
all I'm saying. Oh my god,
By God, Apollo Crews is flying through the air.
Never seen him out. Alright, let's get back off girls and test tubes and all that kind of stuff. She can fly, I'm telling you.
Let's try to make as many university puns as we can.
Apparently so. WWE University mode, right? That is just Stone Cold Steve Austin doing a physics experiment. Right. Back to sensible stuff now. Who out of these two is going to take on Okada in your mind?
Stone Cold.
You think Stone? Okay. All right.
I'm all for Stone Cold.
Explain why.
Because I want to see him continue this career revitalization that he's having here on NXT. I want to see him continue to, actually have success here on NXT and actually prove that he deserves to be on one of the main roster shows. And I'm saying that as a commentator and possibly as the Raw general manager as well. Maybe I've got my eyes out for Stone Cold.
Corrupt.
Maybe I want to bring Stone Cold up to Monday Night Raw.
That's right, Austin.
Not sure how, wanting to bring a talent up to Monday Night Raw makes me corrupt, but nevertheless.
Corrupt.
Oh, there's a 2 count. I like you got a sneeze going on there.
Yeah, I know.
Probably get away from that dog. I think you're allergic to it.
Dog? Why is Rick Steiner in NXT? Steiner! Correct.
It's because Rick Steiner needs to do something.
It's a fair point. Oh, Apollo Crews out of the Steiner too, though.
By God.
Gonna need more to put down Apollo Crews after we saw last. Who did Crews beat last week? Help me out here.
He beat somebody.
Christian.
He beat insert name here.
Christian.
That he did.
He's beaten Austin before, but you don't think he can do it again? Just as a quick question.
I think it's going to be Austin.
All right, there we go. Do you think Austin could go all the way and win the NXT Championship?
Yeah. I do, actually.
Oh, okay.
I have faith in Stone Cold winning the NXT Championship.
Oh, there's that pop-up enziguri by Apollo
D.C.C.
Crews.
doesn't get involved.
Well, one can hope. Crews now, we saw this last week against Christian up in that back suplex position and throws him around into a seated powerbomb. Will it be enough? No, Austin forces his way out of the count of 2.
You're not going to put down Austin or something like that.
Apollo Crews now. Oh, Austin having absolutely none of that clothesline.
Austin saw it coming.
Crews now. Ooh, some stomps here. This is not looking like a good position to be for Austin. Oh!
By God. Eliminated himself from the Rumble and everything.
He used some versatile offense, has to be said. NXT participants usually aren't in the Rumble, so I don't know how Stone Cold got in it.
I was going to say, what are you talking about? Stone Cold was in it.
No, but I don't know how he got in it.
Because I let him in it.
Oh, yeah. Corrupt.
No, it's because I'm scouting him for the next Raw. I already addressed that issue.
Corrupt.
Austin. Going for...
Nothing. It's
tried to go for a suplex, but it didn't work.
Oh! What a big clothesline that
was. Clothesline from hell.
And now, bringing him up into a position for a reverse suplex or something like that.
Reverse suplex, ladies and gentlemen, also known as a reverse DDT with that maneuver.
Doesn't look like one. Do you know this? Oh, look at the strength!
By God, what power.
But it's not enough. Wow, that deadlift German suplex was incredible, though.
If Austin had been paying more attention, he could have just moved his foot a little bit farther and it would have been a rope break.
Maybe he wanted to kick.
Kicked out.
Why is he taking so much time? He should be staying on Austin
Apollo
right
Crews
now.
is flexing.
He's trying to make the people of NXT happy.
He's trying to get them to realize that he's not the guy who fought Rocky.
Look at the strength. The strength of Apollo Crews. The gorilla press. The moonsault. Is this enough? 1, 2. No, it's not. And Crews can hardly believe it.
Crews is not happy. He's really not happy about that.
That's a move that usually puts away people, so to have Austin kick out of it, you can imagine how much frustration must be vented
RKO.
there. I don't know why he went for it, but yeah. Yes. No. Oh, look at that, though. It's like Nia Jax on SmackDown pulling out a move like that.
I don't know if you want to be copying Nia Jax's move. She might not like that.
She's not like most girls. She will fight men.
She will probably beat you up, too.
Watch out, Apollo Crews. Elbow right in that bald head.
It's just in for WrestleMania. Apollo Crews versus Nia Jax.
Main event.
Can't be the main event. We already have the main eventer going.
No, main event. Main event's the main event. The main event before. We're bringing back main event for one night only. It's going to main event.
There you go. What a kick.
Austin here. Death press! Austin!
That university student for the night really sold it for about a second.
Cover by Austin on Crews. Will it lead him into next week? Apparently so. He may have knocked him out with one of those punches. Who knows? It's Austin. There you have it next week. Okada and Austin.
Austin's going to beat Okada and he's going to go on to win the NXT Championship. That's my bold prediction.
It's a corrupt prediction.
Bold prediction.
Correct. Anyway, Austin, your winner. Crews fought well. It has to be said, he fought a lot better than what Rich Swann did.
Very true.
But yeah, we'll find
here
out.
We were sitting there talking at the start of the night about talents, new talents coming to NXT and having a chance to shine over, and both of the men that we mentioned both got defeated.
See, this is why they need NXT. It's a fair point.
No, it's because NXT is more the place that people try to revitalize their careers at.
Yeah, and also a lot of good talent has come down to NXT as well, like Austin.
There you go.
So that has run into trouble. But
the former United States champion Christian might be appearing on Raw here soon.
So much corruption. Anyway.
Yes, I'm so full of corruption for wanting to bring people up from NXT.
Yes,
How terrible of a person am I for doing that?
Terrible. Absolutely.
Why would I ever want to give them a better opportunity in the ProJaked universe and give them a second chance? That's so corrupt.
Because, they need more time, maybe. Because, say Austin wins that NXT Championship, and you're just like, oh yeah, I'm bringing it back up to Raw. It's corruption.
Yeah, it would be totally corrupt for me to have the NXT champion on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, it would be. Because then you'd be screwing over another brand.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. And that's why you are nothing more than an umbrella. Alright?
What?
Oh, it's the D.C.C. Never mind. No, everything that we said just didn't make... All that we heard then was me calling you an umbrella. Never mind. You missed a very docile argument between us two then. But it was totally interrupted because the D.C.C. are here in full force.
Meanwhile, there you go.
Chris Sabin with that NXT Championship on the show. Is this the first time? Yeah, this is the first time we've seen him since the match against The Undertaker, isn't it?
Yeah.
We managed to still hold on to that NXT Championship. What a match that was.
It truly was. It was truly a battle, for sure.
It's just a question of how much longer will Sabin hold on to that NXT Championship. Will he hold on to it after 2 weeks from now? Will he even be able to hold on to it heading into WrestleMania season? Well, we'll find out.
If he's got Bram and Daniels kind of at his side still, there's a chance it could be.
It's more than likely right this match they're going to get underway. Savage and Sabin, these two men were kind of shining talents in a way in that Battle Royal, and it was that Battle Royal that pretty much led to Chris Sabin being where he is now.
Yep.
And of course, they went on and had their match in the first NXT really at this university, and was it Sabin who won that one?
I believe so.
Oh, there's the elbow drop to Savage. Meanwhile, didn't take him long to start disrespecting the Macho Man.
Of course, that was back when Sabin was still liked by the fans and still, being cheered on.
And now, of course, since he won that NXT Championship, and then subsequently the arrival of the D.C.C, everything kind of changed.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't necessarily when he won the championship, because people were still cheering him on then, too. It was just when the D.C.C was formed.
The win of the championship kind of started shifting his attitude. To be fair, happens with a lot of people.
That's very true.
But, unlike a lot of people, Sabin's attitude wasn't cocky. It became more just brash, and it just came to, I don't know what I'm looking for. Brash and more nature towards violence.
Yeah.
And then the D.C.C came along.
And we've seen the D.C.C pretty much control NXT here.
Didn't take too long for a faction to take over this brand.
Nope. It's almost as if that's a running thing in the ProJaked universe.
Apparently so. But, well, in a way, Sabin kind of, had the brand on his own, and then he just cemented his legacy on NXT with the assistance of the D.C.C.
Yep.
Been holding on to that title now since, November?
Yeah, I think it was like probably the 3rd or 4th episode of NXT.
Something along those lines. Was it before Survivor Series or before Armageddon when he won it?
I don't remember.
It's one of the two. Spinny!
The airplane span. I haven't seen that since the 1945s.
1945s, right? We've changed now. It used to be 25s.
Yep.
He remembered something in his tape library from 1945.
I did.
Pile driver, Sabin though. Oh, look at that by Sabin.
Oh, she tonic.
Yeah. I'll have a tonic as well.
Oh, cover.
Getting a 2. Oh, almost nailed a 3 count there.
That would have been kind of surprising.
It would have been. It almost didn't look like he hit that elbow drop then, but, we'll ignore that.
And that's why Sabin was able to fight back.
Sabin up to the top rope now. Oh, frog splash. Or just a splash, one of the two.
Or just a splash. It was not to the froggy variety.
Frog splash, the frog, or just
$1 million drop.
Splash. Oh, he misses the follow-up. And pays for it with a running something there by Savage.
Looked like a running shoulder block kind of thing, only Savage didn't sell it the way he should have.
Wrenching on that neck right now, though. Could you see the two men outside getting involved in this matchup in one way or another?
If Savage really gets a lot of momentum going for him, yeah.
He dodges that there, though.
But, so far Sabin's been able to do a pretty good job of at least trying to keep this back and forth.
Oh, there's that step up in Zagiri, though. Usually the lead into the cradle shock. No, it looked like he had his arms out as if he was going for that maneuver. Savage stopped it. And he's still continuing to fight back here. Pile driver. Sabin. I think Sabin's busted open. Or was that just the production team having a dick around?
No, I think Sabin's actually busted open.
Oh, well, he's keeping up to his feet. He's still going. Yeah, he's bleeding. All right, there we go.
Savage having none of that kip up, though.
Bram and Daniels getting a little bit close to each other. They may be discussing what they may have to do if this match starts going south for Sabin.
Daniel's really excited about that reversal.
Oh, look at those kicks. They're right in the chest.
Brum out there.
Brum just watching on closely.
Yep.
Look how happy Daniels was.
They were really excited about that knee to the back.
He was just like, wow. Oh, he slammed the Savage, and Brown gives it a 10. I didn't realize Ty Dillinger was...
He's going up top for the elbow.
Oh, he missed it. And he gives that one a 5.
He's not happy about any of it.
Look at that, though. Sabin following Savage. Guess all the momentum is if he's going to start running and then just stopped in his tracks.
Russian leg sweep.
But I'm very happy about that one.
He is a big fan of the Russian leg sweeps.
Yes, you know, as a Brit.
I mean, he's a fan of the move. What can you say?
Look at that. Look at that double rotation there by Savage. He really confused him. Daniels is ashamed that his leg just got kicked in.
Oh, going for the pile driver again. Nope.
No, beautiful reversal.
Into the DDT.
Uh-oh, and it might be into the cradle shock. Daniels already brimming with happiness. Cradle shock. Good night. 1, 2, and no, Savage out of 2.
Saban's got to try to figure out how to keep Savage down.
You saw Daniels there, though. He was very happy about that cradle shock.
I mean, Savage definitely needs this victory. He's had this kind of weird career in NXT where, like, he's put on a lot of great matches, but he hasn't been able to quite turn them into victories.
Yeah, happens far too often. Oh, there's a roll-up. Oh, my God, there's a roll-up, and I'm being dragged away by University. People cover me for a second.
3 counts. He got the 3. Hail Sabin. Chris Sabin wins the matchup. What a victory by the NXT champion, and kind of a rough defeat for Randy Savage. It's another loss for him there, so not good for him. But Chris Sabin, despite getting busted open, looking strong as the NXT champion as he gets ready to take on whoever ends up winning that little mini tournament in a couple weeks here. With it either being Okada or Stone Cold Steve Austin, which, you know, obviously I'm going for Stone Cold because that would be the better matchup at this point. Yeah. But there you go.
Yeah, what he said, something. I wasn't paying attention. I'm back. I'm alive.
Well,
something.